Hello children, once again I welcome you to my online class. Today is the third and final video on this chapter, The Sound of Music Part 1, that is about Evelyn Glennie. In the first two videos, in the first two parts of this chapter, we have discussed about her childhood, how her deafness was first noticed by her mother, and how she got into this field of music. And in this video, we will discuss about her hectic schedule, her perception about hard work, and what is people's opinion about her. So without much ado, let's start the explanation part.
So, my dear children, this is the third video on this chapter, The Sound of Music, and this would be the last video. And today we'll complete this chapter in this video. In the previous video, we completed up to 7th paragraph, and in this video, we'll start from the 8th paragraph. Now, let's start the line by line explanation. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award, says master percussionist James Blades. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So in this 8th paragraph, it is written that Evelyn delights her audiences. The people who come to see her, people who want to enjoy her playing music, they feel delighted with her presence. They feel delighted with the kind of music she plays. And in the year 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. This Royal Philharmonic Society is actually a British music society, and it was formed in the year 1813. It was originally formed in London to promote performances of instrumental music. So she was also awarded this prestigious award under the category Soloist of the Year award. And a master percussionist, James Blades, he says that God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. Very true, my dear children. God has definitely given her something extraordinary. We can hear the music. We hear the music, but she feels it. And the best part is more deeply than any of us. And that is the reason she expresses music so beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. So Evelyn confesses this fact, she accepts this fact that she is a workaholic. Workaholic means a person who works a lot of the time and finds it difficult not to work. Okay, a person who works a lot and he doesn't find any problem in working, that is called workaholic. And she also says that the more you work, the better reward you'll get. And at the same time, she also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Her shows are organized in prisons as well as in hospitals also. And there she doesn't charge any money. Okay. And she also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. And a part of her hectic schedule, she provides classes to young musicians. Okay. She teaches young musicians. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Anne Richlin, and she is actually the head of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf. This is actually a charity that works for the deaf children. And she says that Evelyn Glennie is actually an inspiration for deaf children. And by seeing her, the other deaf children, they feel that there is nothing impossible in this world. One can achieve anything. The only thing what he requires is strong determination. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. Very true. Already she has achieved more than, most people twice her age. That is something extraordinary about her. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. And by playing or by becoming a percussionist, she has proved that, you know, it is far more entertaining as well as soothing for the listeners. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. This is something very inspiring even for us also. You know, despite her physical disability, she is an exceptional musician. And by seeing her, even those who are handicapped, they also say that if she can do it, definitely we can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. And the best part is, she has given great pleasure to millions and millions and millions of people. So, my dear children, that was Evelyn Glennie. And actually, this whole chapter is actually the summary of a conversation that took place between Evelyn Glennie and Deborah Cowley. Deborah Cowley, she is a writer come broadcaster. She's from Canada. So she actually interviewed Evelyn Glennie. And at that time, whatever Evelyn Glennie told her, that has been, you know, given in this chapter. So that was all from this chapter, The Sound of Music Part 1. Very inspiring chapter, and I hope that you all have understood this chapter very well. Now I will provide you a few questions. Go through these questions, and then I hope that you all will be able to write the answers of these questions. And if any confusion is there, you may ask me. So let's see these questions. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? We know it very well. 17 years. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. We also know it very well. She performs in hospitals, in prisons. Okay. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary, says James Blades. Do you think so? Very well, we believe that, we think so, because we can hear music, but she feels music, and that is something exceptional. How has Glennie become a source of inspiration for those who are handicapped? Definitely, what is that source of inspiration? They believe that if she can do, why can't we? How did Evelyn go right to the top? This also is very clear to all of us. How she saw a girl playing a xylophone, then she was, encouraged and inspired by uh, percussionist Ron Forbes, and then from there her journey started, and then she started going high and high and high and high to the top. So these are the 5 questions, my dear children, that you have to do, and we'll in the next video, with that video I'll provide you the answers in PDF format. And till then, take care. God bless you.
Well, children, I hope you have understood this chapter very well. Once again, read this chapter, underline the difficult words, learn it properly, and whatever homework has been given to you, do it. Any confusion, please ask. Your questions will be responded by me. And that was all from this video. In the next video, I'll come up with a fresh chapter. Till then, take care and God bless you.